Hi, Tamika. How are you? Can you hear me? Can you? All right. Oh, hi, Blake. Were you able to? Here, let me get the link down. There you go. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Tamika. Oh,
Hello,
hi, Blake. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Welcome to the Minute with Blake and Jamie, everyone. I hope you're all doing great. So, how was your day today, Blake?
It was good. Just worked, and I got a new commercial property today. That was pretty good. So, cheers to that.
Oh, good. And yes, thank you to Patriots Landscaping for sponsoring tonight's podcast. Hi, Alyssa and Tamika. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Um, so, how would you go about when starting your own business if someone wanted to do something like what you did?
Um, well, first I would say it's all about, you know, clientele. You got to work really, really hard at your first few houses and do a real bang job and then build your clientele, and then get your LLC. Once you have enough customers to afford, to really make sure that this is just what I'm assuming from all of them, in any whatever business you take. I think you should build up your clientele list, LLC your name and company, so that for tax purposes and everything, that way you aren't liable. And yeah, that's a good support group. You gotta have people around you that are helping out too. So, uh,
And
gotta
why
get
would you do an
something.
LLC before? Why wouldn't you do the LLC before you get your clients? Is there a reason behind that, or?
I just think that it would be a waste of money if you need to see your turnaround first. If you bought your LLC and you didn't have the clientele and it's just not building fast enough, it might be a waste of money. But I mean, eventually, there's never anything wrong with getting it. So.
Is your mic hidden? It's hard to hear you, Blake. I don't know if it's my phone.
Hold on.
Can everyone else hear him? It might be my phone.
Can you hear me better?
Oh, much better. I don't know what you did different.
Okay, good. Put my headphones in. So yeah, like I said, the reason I would say get your LLC after you build your clientele list is because it might not be worth the money. You might end up wasting your money if you can't really take off with the business. So that's just me personally, but it's always good to get it eventually.
That's a good point. I never thought of that. I was just thinking of liability's sake at the beginning, but yeah, that is a good point. Hi,
If I'm
James.
not
Thanks for coming
mistaken,
in.
it's like $1,500 or something. You know, you don't want to just throw that away. So
Oh, wow. That is a big chunk of change. If someone was gonna, besides bringing the clientele, like, how do you, in your line of work, how do you um, kind of get that business? Do you just knock on people's doors and say, "Hey, can I mow your lawn?" No, I'm kidding.
honestly, it's word travels fast. You know, you work hard, you do a good job, and people talk. So don't forget that. You'll always have somebody out there that's going to tell their friend and this and that. I've gotten more business off word of mouth than I have advertising. I've never advertised anything. I've only had business cards. So plus, I feel like with small business advertising, especially on anything that moves around like your vehicles, that makes you liable, makes your company liable. So I try to keep my company name off my trailer, my truck, and all that. I definitely don't want to get sued by my company to get sued. So I've got personal insurance on my truck. I'd rather just do it that way. So
Yeah, absolutely. That's understandable. I never thought of that either because you see so many people that display their company name on their vehicles. So
well, I
you
mean,
kind of wonder if people.
if you got it like that, you might you just I'll go for it. You know, if you're not worried about it, if you can afford that wreck or whatever, I'm just not in that position right now. I don't want to pay for it when I got personal insurance, and whenever my trailer's hooked up to my truck, it's always insured. So and anything on it, so it's all gravy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hi, Brandy and Cheyenne. Thanks for coming in. And yes, Brandy, word of mouth is best. And if you do a great job, those customers will tell their friends. Definitely.
Exactly, exactly. That word to mouth has gotten me more business than advertising, and I feel like it would every time because I mean, you go look me up on the Nextdoor app. I've got like 30 or 40 reviews on there, and they're all good. So, uh, I got a lot of business off the Nextdoor app.
What is the next door app? I don't know what that is.
It's just a place where people they'll go and they'll either tell somebody about something that a business that they had used and say they're good or bad, and people can post asking to look for a business. You're looking for good ones, and my name gets thrown out there by like I've got like 6 or 7 people that always put my name on their stuff. I get in the summertime my phone doesn't stop. It's irritating. I mean, right now yesterday if you've ever been to Midland, you know, well yeah, you have. You know there's a movie theater right there off the loop, and I got subcontracted for that today. And that's going to bring in some good money for the year. I'm excited for that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Do
so
you have to have a big
so
crew for all that?
it's just me. I mean, it's just me. I mean, I wish I had some more help, but the overhead is a lot worse. You got people that don't respect your equipment, they'll tear it up, and you got to pay them still anyway. So and I'm not the guy. I would hate to be the guy to be like, oh well, you broke this, so I need your money now because you broke my stuff. I mean, you still worked. I would just I don't know. I don't know. I have every right to take it, but I still wouldn't. Just me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean,
So,
wow, that's
I'm
got to
trying
be
to
a lot
find
of
a
work then.
I'm trying to find a good balance to where I can have somebody that's a good employee, that's loyal, that I can pay decent money, and I'm trying to keep my overhead as small as I can right now because I'm trying to buy a house, and I'm really feeling like this summer I'm just gonna go at it alone and die, wither away slowly. But
Well, especially in Texas, it's very hot. And to do it all yourself, wow. Yeah,
well, it wouldn't be the first time.
that
I've done it by myself before, but never with this many customers.
wow, yeah, wow. Cheyenne
I've
says
got like
that's how.
50.
Oh, wow, and you're keeping up with just you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cheyenne says that's how it was for me too. Praise God, yes. And Ken says a satisfied customer will tell one or two people, an unhappy customer will tell 10. Keep them happy. Customers can be vindictive. Yes, that is so
True.
true.
Mhm.
That is so true.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, people, if someone asks like for a recommendation, if they're happy with you, they'll give it. But if they're dissatisfied, they'll tell everybody, whether they're asking
Hmm.
for it or not. So yes, definitely, you got to keep those
I deliver
customers
sandwiches at
happy.
Jimmy John's, right? And there was this lady. Okay, there was this lady. I'm driving. I'm a delivery driver. I'm going in. I'm driving in, and this lady, she's backing out. So I stop. I wait. I back out, and she backs out. I mean, common sense means you keep going this way, right next to me on the right hand side of the road. I mean, that's just me. I don't know, but she backs out, gets in front of me, and stops right there. And I'm supposed to like go around her. I'm absolutely baffled. I'm irritated. I got two other deliveries I got to take it that just came in at the same time. So I speed up, I go around her, and she stops, and she I mean I park my truck to go to the apartment, and she's like, uh, I'm sorry if I made you mad, and I'm like, oh oh no, it's okay. Just next time, you drive on the right side of the road. And she called Midland Jimmy John's, she called Odessa's, she called corporate, she went crazy, and they all laughed at her. I was like, I mean, I didn't even have to say anything. I was
Wow,
like, the lady's crazy. It was funny, but
that is crazy. That it's her fault, but yet she calls all these places on you.
oh yeah, she was getting mad. She was talking shit as she was driving away, and I was like, "Why are you driving away, talking that shit? You can say it right here."
Oh my goodness.
That lady was like the biggest young man I've ever seen in my life. She could have probably beat my ass, but I mean, shit. Anyway, it was eventful that day. That was Tuesday. That was Tuesday.
Oh wow. Yeah. So I hope your week got a little bit better.
Oh, I mean, I was like slide. I didn't even care about it. I thought it was funny. I mean, I'm like, you're the one who don't know how to drive. I got shit to do. You get in the way. You mad because you
Exactly.
don't know
Don't
how to
she
drive?
know that?
Like I literally went to the entire back of the apartments, all the way to the back, and she was backing out to go leave from the entrance, and she literally backed all the way back and went to
Oh
wherever
my.
I was parked. I was like, lady, you did the most to come over and do what? I mean, I
Does
was
she
confused.
know that? Doesn't she know that you have to be Jimmy John's fast to deliver and get out of her
uh,
way?
yeah, what I'm saying, man.
But
That's how
yeah,
I feel.
yeah, you have to be. You definitely have to be Jimmy John's fast, and otherwise you could get in trouble, right?
I
That's
mean,
their slogan.
what are they gonna do? Fire me? I don't care. I don't care. It's like $12 an hour.
Exactly.
I
Oh
make
my goodness.
maybe $30 at night in tips if on a slow day. I make $30 and it's slow days like every day. So I mean I'm not even worried
Oh,
about it. It's just
so
it's a whatever job.
it's a whatever job. Whatever jobs are kind of nice to have because the stress is not less because you don't care, and if something happens to that job, it's not going to affect you.
Yeah, I've had some crazy jobs. I lost a job. Look, I'll tell you about a job that I lost, and it was totally my fault. I'll tell you about this one. Um, so right after I got out of the army, I worked for two different companies in the oil field. The second one that I worked for, it was called oh man, I can't even remember the name of it. But we did chemicals. We were mixing chemicals for the whenever they were drilling. Uh, and one night I had to call my boss for a ride. Or no, that's not true. I went out with the guy that I worked with to the bar, and we had a couple drinks together. We were hanging out, and then at the time I wasn't staying anywhere. I was living in my truck, and uh, I parked my truck at this house. Or no, I didn't park it at a house. I parked it at in front of this restaurant. It's called Chinese Kitchen, and I was parked there, and I was just sad. I was sleeping in my truck, and so I knew this one lady. I don't even remember her name. Man, that makes me feel bad. But I was just gonna ask her if I could come stay the night at her house. And but the problem is she has the same name as the lady who is owner of the company that I'm working for. And so I
Oh
accidentally
no.
called her, and I'm like, "Hey, it's like 2:30 in the morning, you know, and she has a brand new baby, brand new newborn baby. She lives in Dallas, and I didn't even mean to call her. I swear, I was. I swear to God, you know, it was a total accident. But I called her. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" And she's like, sleeping. And I'm like, oh, all right, I'll call you later. I
At what
was
point did
fucking
you?
the next morning
At what point?
at like 8:30 in the morning. The guy that I worked with, he called me up. He's like, yo, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, what, dude? He's like,
Don't say
what
the
were
F
you?
word.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. WTF? The guy, his name was Marcel. I remember him because he's an idiot. And uh, he called me. He's like, man, what did you do last night? You called up, what's her name? And I was like, oh, oh no. I found out right there. I was like, oh, dang. I was like, so what do I do? Do I need a car? And he's like, no, dude, they don't ever want to talk to you again. I was like, "Ugh, well, all right.
Oh my
So
gosh. Hi, Rico.
yeah,
Thanks for
that
coming in.
was that was the
Appreciate it.
only that was the only job that I ever lost that was truly my fault for sure, and I did it. At the same time, it was a total accident. Yeah, got
Well,
fired
and
for
she
that one.
didn't like. Hi, Simple Wheels. Thanks for coming in. But why would she get? I mean, you said that you didn't mean to call her, and I mean,
She
good
wouldn't
for
even give me the
that.
chance to explain myself. She didn't even care. She wouldn't, I don't even remember what her name is. Her number's still in my phone. I know that. But I would have to go find it. I don't call her up right now and be like, hey, what are you
Hey,
doing?
Yeah, let's do it and see what happens.
Get a repeat.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's see what if she answers. Let's
that's
put her on the
funny.
spot live,
No, that
live
would be
on
funny.
YouTube.
You had it coming. No, no, but I feel really bad because she was married and all kinds of stuff, and I respect marriage and all that, and I just felt super bad. I was like, they wouldn't even give me the chance to explain myself and say like, look, I needed somewhere to stay, and the problem that I had was the company had an apartment that they paid for. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and that other guy I was telling you about, Marcel, he was staying there, but he wouldn't let me stay there whenever his girlfriend was in town. Yeah, it was the most. I mean, it baffled me. I needed somewhere to stay. I'm literally sleeping in my truck, and the guy wouldn't let me stay in the other room that the company's paying for because his girlfriend's in town. I thought that was I can't express myself with the words that I want to say right now. I'm stuttering because I can't use the words that I want to use, so I'm sorry.
And I appreciate that. But yeah, all those adjectives are banned. But I wonder what that conversation was with her husband, and maybe that's why she wouldn't let you explain. Maybe they got into it big time.
Who knows? Haven't talked to her since. Don't know.
wish I wish I was a
Yeah.
fly on the wall then.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny.
That,
Yeah,
that
that
reminds
would have
me
been
of
good.
that reminds me of the State Farm um, um, commercial. W- Uh, what are you wearing? Khakis.
Okay.
She sounds hideous.
Man, I got intimidated. I didn't ask her if I could come over because if I had asked her that right then and there, it would have been over right there because she lived in Dallas. She wasn't even in Midland. She would have been like, "Do you know who this is?" And I would have been like, "This is what?" And she'd be like, "No, this is, but this is the other one." And I'm like, I would have been right then and there. It would have been fine. I feel like I could have talked myself out of it, but I didn't even try. I was just like, because whenever she answered the phone, she answered it half asleep and like all, and I was just like, hey, I'm all drunk and stupid. So yeah.
Cheyenne says, "Yeah, maybe she got caught cheating before, and then they just got better since the baby, and then you call and all hell broke loose." Yeah,
I don't
yeah. Hey,
know.
babe, can I stay the
I don't know.
night?
I don't know, but
Uh,
without me explaining myself, she had every right to be pissed, and so she just stuck with that. I think she wouldn't. I never talked to her again after that. That was the last conversation I had with that lady. Yeah,
it sounds like.
her and her brother owned the company. I never met her, but I met her brother, and he came down to town and came to the business all the time. But it eventually they eventually sold it and went. They stopped doing the company and yada yada. So shit, is what it is.
Yeah, Ken's been fired once. That was because angry because something got in his. He was trying to wash truck through one of those like smaller. That it was a S10, but he was trying to wash his S10. At, you know how
It's an automatic one that senses where you.
yeah, the automatic ones that senses where you're at. Well, something went wrong and he got mad, so he pushed.
No, it turned one direction.
Okay, you tell the story.
It turned one direction and smashed the side of my
Okay.
chicken.
Tell the story. Come on.
No, you can go ahead and relay.
I don't need to relay.
Okay. So I put my truck in here, and it goes down and does one side, goes across front, comes back, and all of a sudden this machine freaks out and starts smashing the side of my truck. It caved in the bedside. So then
Oh man.
I jump in my truck, and I was a little upset. So I used my truck to run the thing all the way back home. I put my bumper to it and pushed it all the way to stop. Well, that ended up losing a job that I had for 6 years at a car dealership. So, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So,
That's rough,
not,
dog.
not,
Sorry
not,
about 6 years right there. I bet that felt like time wasted right there.
no, that felt like learning a lesson. You need to think about stuff before you sit there and act all crazy. But you know what? Really, what am I supposed to do? Just sit there and let this thing destroy my vehicle? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I take cars way too personally, but I was pretty upset about that. So,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
yeah. All right. Back to the regularly scheduled broadcast.
Cheyenne says bad bosses are the worst. Oh my gosh, you're telling me. I've had quite a few bad bosses in my career. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Oh,
Sorry, I had a phone call.
oh, that's okay. No calling between 7 and it's 6 to 7 your time on Thursdays,
I
right?
need
No,
to
I'm
put
kidding.
my
Just
I need
tell
to
them,
put
no,
my
you
thing
can't
on
sleep.
airplane mode.
No problem.
Staying tonight.
Yeah. But oh, so you're a young man now. Do you have a motorcycle?
Nope.
Okay, if you had a motorcycle,
Want to be my neighbor?
would you sit there and rev your motorcycle and then and like that's all you do is rev it and rev it and rev it and rev it?
Hell yeah, I'd be sitting in the front yard. I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. I would be so
Oh my gosh.
obnoxious. I would be so obnoxious. You guys would hate me.
Oh my gosh, our neighbor is a 25-year-old kid that has a motorcycle and that's all he does. Two motorcycles and that's all he does, and it's so
Blah, blah,
loud and annoying.
blah. Hell
Cheyenne says
yeah.
yes, he would.
I would be so annoying with
Because
it.
he does that with his truck. Oh my goodness, you're one of those too. Oh my goodness.
No, I don't. I don't do that with my truck. She's lying. I treat it like my baby now. I used to did whenever I first put the exhaust in it. I thought it sounded cool. I was like, blah, 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 blah. But I don't do that no more. It's getting old. She's getting old, man.
So are you saying you grew up a little, or it's just because the truck's getting old?
Oh no, it's just because it's getting old. I'll never grow up.
You'll never grow up. Oh my goodness.
No.
I think my son is very similar though to that kid. It's like, oh my gosh, and
So am I. I enjoy being a kid, but that kid. Sorry.
yeah, that kid is so annoying. I mean, he's a nice kid, and I like him, and I don't mind it when he comes over. But man, that's all he does all night long. Like as soon as can you hear that? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's annoying, and he's not very close to us. And,
No, he's 200 yards away.
well, 200 yards. I don't know because you know
Blah, blah, blah. Have you
Cheyenne says
Have you ever seen South Park? There's this episode where they're riding
yes.
around on their bikes and they're making the sound while they're doing it. Blah 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 blah. It's funny. Reminds me of that episode.
Cheyenne says because he knows it doesn't sound good. uh, oh, I think you got another phone call. So, oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can see you. I don't know what. Oh, I don't know. Oh, do I gotta I'm afraid to remove the other one in
I
case
think it might be me. I don't know. I just did some. I've accidentally pressed a button.
oh, uh, no pressing extra buttons. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't mean
So,
to.
no problem. Um, this the Cheyenne says the Sting downs out his little toy. What does that
Cheyenne.
mean?
A Mustang.
Oh, the Sting drowns out his little toy. Okay, got it, Mustang. Sorry, I got the car person right here to help me out here.
He'll be trading that. That's not even her car. She be flexing for the gram, y'all.
Is he renting you out, Cheyenne?
Hell yeah.
So, what's your favorite car? If you could have one.
I want a 1985 Chevy short wide, 4-wheel drive, on 35-inch tires
A short.
and a 6.5-inch lift with BFG all-terrain tires and a
What's the square body
KC
Chevy?
headlamp with a chassis bars going out the back and the round yellow KC lights on the top, and it's murdered black with chrome, and it's got a red like Navajo stitching cover on the seats and a little Hawaiian girl on the dash with some dice nuts and yeah, a fuzzy steering wheel. Keep it real.
You're very specific, down to the
That's
every
it.
little minute detail.
I'm not sure the fuzzy steering wheel goes with all that.
Black man, blacked out, fuzzy. It feels good on your hands. Okay, it's warm.
Cheyenne says, actually, it is because I helped paint it off, turd.
Oh, whatever. Stop hating.
Yeah, see, I think he has thought really hard about it, Cheyenne. Yeah, it sounds like it to every minute little detail. That's
it.
funny. Okay,
That's
Look
what
at my
want.
Blazer.
A Blazer, that
yeah,
would be
well,
cool too.
yeah, he had a Blazer. It was lifted up. I don't know how many feet.
It
What
wasn't
year was
feet.
it?
A 1990 K5. I had 10 inches of lift on it with 39-inch
Sweet.
TSL boggers on there.
It looked badass.
I had a 468. Yeah, 468, 400, 205 with 456 gears in there. Just got it painted. I'm not sure what type of music you got, in your radio, but when I was growing up,
anything.
Danzig was a big band that I listened to, and Twist of Cain was a song. It was like, so I wanted the devil goat's head on the hood that said Twist of Cain, and all gloss black. It had beige interior. And unfortunately, I just got it back after I did all the mechanical work on it, and the paint work was done. We went on vacation, and our shop caught on fire while we were in Michigan. So that got burned up in the middle of all that. Yeah. Well, if you got something sitting in your shop, you don't have insurance on it. So I lost about $65,000 in that build.
I cry for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were both crying. Cheyenne says I'm going to join in next week. You mean? Oh, you got to go, Cheyenne?
I think
Yeah,
so.
she'd be leaving. She'll be gone.
All right. You have a great. Thank you. You have a great night. But I always enjoy seeing you coming in, as well as everybody else that comes in. Oh no, she says no. I don't.
She
Okay.
means
Good.
she's
Thank you.
gonna be on it with me. Next week's we're gonna do it on my birthday. It'll be the 30th. That's my birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday. Are you sure you want to do it on your birthday?
I mean, it's only an hour. It's cool.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
Make phone calls after that.
Yeah. Is- and everybody can sing happy birthday to you, but not me. You don't want me to sing.
Jamie's saying
Nope, I'm not singing.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm
I'll make every.
I tried
I'll make it.
to I was thinking about doing something for my birthday, but it seems like every year I try to do something, I'm always disappointed. So I'm gonna stop trying to do anything.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just gonna treat it like another day.
yeah. After you hit that 21st birthday, kind
No,
of
the
birthdays
25th.
are.
No, 25th. 25th because of your insurance. Insurance, ma'am. After that, you just die. You have nothing
Oh,
else to
well.
look forward to. I mean, retirement if you get that old.
Well, what about your like? What about there's nothing to live for than just to hit your insurance?
I mean, there's nothing else to look
Um.
forward to that's gonna happen automatically. You know what? When I turned 25, my stuff didn't even go down. It went up. So,
Well, was it because you
uh,
had accidents or speeding or
who
anything like
knows?
that?
I don't
Who
know. Who
knows?
knows?
If you're anything like my son, you're like when my son gets 25, I'm sure that his insurance won't go down. It'll probably still be high because he has he gets tickets, he's had accidents.
Yeah, I love my kid, but he's an idiot. He drives like a bad man. He is. I love him to death. I'll die for him today, but he's an idiot. He cannot drive. Well,
He can't drive.
Cheyenne says,
Yeah.
"What about fair to Midland? What's that mean?"
Oh, Fair to Midland is a bar. It's in Midland. I
Oh,
don't want to do anything, Cheyenne. I'm chilling. I'm just gonna. Uh,
well, especially on a Thursday, maybe on the weekend, right?
yeah, yeah. It's
Do,
and on top of that, I'm just like, ugh. I just birthdays are always disappointing. I don't know how to put it any other way than that. I don't have to
uh,
go into depth about it.
well, just wait till you get my age. It's really nothing special anymore, especially when you
I
get to
know.
my
I
age.
don't even
get
feel.
exhausted blowing a candle.
I don't even care anymore. It's whatever.
Oh, Cheyenne says no for your birthday a while back.
uh. Oh yeah, yeah. We went to Fair to Midland for my birthday one year. Um. Yeah. Yeah, we went there. That was fun.
He's like, yeah, I don't remember it though.
He's like, it must have been a great night.
It was a great night.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, you could do something on the weekend and just to celebrate, with your family, on Thursday. What's your
I
favorite
could.
cake?
Cake. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the vanilla cake. I like chocolate better than I do vanilla. I mean, just recently, I want to try stuff that's different. I like German chocolate. That one's pretty good, and carrot cake's good. Yeah, I like those two. And there was one I had. I can't remember. It was to die for. It was so good that I don't even know where to begin. It was awesome.
What's your favorite frosting? Now that's the key, is the frosting.
How you gonna tell me? I don't know the difference. I thought frosting is frosting. I just eat
Well,
it.
okay, there's buttercream that I do not like, and that's what
I
most of the
didn't know
stores
that.
will have. Yeah, buttercream frosting is what most of the stores have on their cakes, and it's like too sweet. I really don't like it. My favorite is the whipped frosting, the whipped It's like a whipped cream frost. That's my favorite. That is the best. You um if you haven't tried whipped cream frosting, you have to try the whipped frosting.
I've never had it before.
Hi Billy, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Yes, whipped Cheyenne. Oh, that's the best. I love that. I don't really like buttercream. If a cake's got buttercream on it, I won't really eat it unless I might eat the like cake part, but not the frosting. I really don't like that frosting.
Cheyenne said, come with me to Dallas. Like, with what money, dude?
What you're going to Dallas?
Cheyenne is, apparently. That's what she said.
Ken's like,
I
my
mean,
favorite is watching everyone else eat cake.
I don't even know the difference. I didn't even know. I don't know how icing's made. I don't cook. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So I would die. I would just.
I I don't cook either. I have Ken to cook for me. He's the cook here.
Hell
You,
yeah. I don't know how to do anything.
like a few weeks for free. I don't know what you're saying, Cheyenne. Hi James, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. But so okay, what's your favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
Just plain vanilla? You don't like all the like fancy like stuff like the flurries at McDonald's with all the cool yummy stuff in it. You just like plain vanilla.
Remember Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Okay, I guess so. Billy
That's
says,
just me.
I
I don't
just got
know.
home from taking a stroll with. Um, Billy says, I just got home from taking a stroll with Nashomi today. Oh, good. Are you both doing better? You and Nashomi? Nashomi's his horse. Oh, a few weeks ago on the cake. Got it. Yes, yes. Yeah, they got me a cake, a going away party, or going away like goodbye thing or whatever, and they got me a cake, and it had cream cheese frosting. It was really good. Oh, it was good.
Mhm.
No, it was vanilla and cream cheese frosting. No, the cream cheese frosting is pretty good. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing better, Billy. Yeah, he had an accident with his horse. His horse got spooked, and he had an accident riding his horse. So he's recovering right now. So
Cheyenne, look up and see who the Mavericks play. If they're gonna be in town when we go, we could go see the Mavericks play. That'd be cool.
is Mavericks a football team?
It's basketball.
Oh, basketball. Okay, got it. See,
Yeah, my man Mark Cubes, the Cubester, he owns them.
I have no. I don't know sports.
You don't know who Mark Cuban is? Shark
Oh,
Tank?
Ken just said. Oh, yes, I know the Shark Tank dude.
Yeah, he owns the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, bye, Billy. Thanks for coming in. Well, he is he one. I can't remember which one is he on Shark Tank. That is he like one of the jerks?
No, he's cool. I like him. He's a good guy, I think.
But isn't he one of the jerks that is like a jerk to like everybody that comes on?
I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't say that he's a jerk. I think he's a realist and he's about that bread, which if you're going to put your money on the line, do you want to keep it 100? I would. I'm not gonna be nice to somebody and invest my money on something that I'm timid about. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this, and this is the reason why.
That's
That's
true.
exactly how he is. I mean, that's the problem with this generation. Nobody can take constructive criticism at all. They take it as an insult, and there's no chance to evolve whenever you're not willing to listen to somebody that's trying to tell you something to make yourself better. I mean, stay simple. Then whatever.
That's true. I, if I'm wrong, especially like at work or something up like that, I would like people to tell me what I'm doing wrong because I can improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the truth.
It's not jerky, straightforward.
Well, but uh, yeah, I want people to tell me how it is, but not like um like just say things. That's all I'm trying to say. Be like
Right.
totally rude. So yeah, Cheyenne says going for a travel thing, but we maybe make it work. Okay. Cheyenne says Hitler, you know Jamie. Yeah. Um yeah, don't talk down to someone because they know what they really are doing or can do or their skills and all that. I mean, just because you're doing one thing doesn't mean you can't do something else. That's for sure. But
No, you don't. It's not. I don't know. It's not talking down. It's just there's hard to find that middle ground of what talking down to someone is, and that's the problem. People just, I mean, you got to know the situation. You got to know what their I guess their initial point is. Are they coming at you with animosity, or are they trying to tell you something to make you better? So you need to make sure that you're checking yourself and know who's there for you to make you better and who's there to bring you down. So just saying. Oh, it's totally about a personal thing. You need to know. Uh, you need to
okay,
know
sorry about
yourself.
that. My internet went out for a minute there.
That's okay.
Sharon
I
says there's some
whenever
people
whenever
do
you go out, I just keep going.
the sounds good. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Keep it going. But what am I out again? Oh,
You,
oh, okay. But so what's Cheyenne saying? There's some people doing that though. Oh, talking down, yes. They do talk down, especially some bosses can do that too, Cheyenne. And it's just sad that they do that.
They don't respect.
Yeah, they don't really respect, not every manager respects their employees. A lot of people get into those roles, manager role, and they work their way up and they don't get like leadership training necessarily. And it goes to their head, and then all of a sudden they're like, they're on a power trip, and it's just not good when you get on a power trip.
well, I just all I know is stern corrective action has always worked for me, and it seems to be the best way to install strong people. And you know, don't I feel like whenever you uh, uh, depending on the scenario or what you're doing and what case or class that you're dealing with, like if in a regular modern society, I feel like we should be uh, I guess more stern on how we are, because it seems like if somebody's not nice to us, then we're not going to do the thing that needs to get done. You know, It's like no matter if somebody's nice to you or if they're mean to you, you need to just get the job done as it's needed to be. You don't get to pick and choose uh, whenever you're gonna do it. If somebody gives you a problem and they're disrespectful to you, and now you're not gonna do whatever it is that needs to get done just because of that reason, then I mean, that's weakness, and there's no respect there. So if somebody talks stern to you or it seems a bit rude or whatever, I mean, I just I wouldn't look into it too much. Just go and bust ass and do your job and suck it up, Don't be so soft.
Exactly. Cheyenne says, I understand structure, but some people talk to you like you are stupid. Yeah, like,
Well, then talk back
like
to them
there's
like they're
some people
stupid, you
that,
know? I mean, that's my thing.
well,
I mean, it's obvious whenever you know that somebody is attacking you and when somebody is trying to elevate you. I mean, that's common sense, really. I certainly can tell the difference. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, just point the difference. Don't feel like you are on this throne where somebody has to talk to you some type of way whenever they're sitting right next to you. You're in the same position. So, I mean, it's like just do what you got to do and don't worry about how people talk to you. Don't let how people talk to you ruin your day. Just keep doing what you got to get done, and a lot of more shit rolls off that way.
well, absolutely. And, you know,
That's
but
something
I
you
think,
cannot control, is the way
but I
people
think
talk to you.
exactly. But I think there's some reason or some people who don't, managers who do talk down to people or whatever. I think those are the managers that actually feel threatened and are not confident um in their own job. I think
Yeah.
they feel threatened a little bit. Hi TSM, thanks for
Yeah,
coming in.
and
Appreciate it.
that's exactly what I mean. Like, you got to know the difference between somebody who's attacking you and somebody who's trying to build you up. It's kind of obvious when somebody's doing one or the other. And if it's not, then you should ask or address that. But for the most part, you you just got to see it for what it is. And if somebody's being stern to you, well, there's for a reason. You're probably doing, like, I mean, especially what if the work environment's not safe, and you want somebody, oh, don't be careful, somebody could die over here, no, I'm gonna, hey dude, watch what you're doing, pay attention, I'm gonna get up on you, I'm gonna tell you, these people lives out here, you need to, I mean, I feel like people would pay more attention to that than, but one person is going to take that in a sense of, oh, they talk to me some type of way. Well, I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure we're all attentive. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that scenario, yes, you need to be more stern, but there's ways. So I'm not saying don't be stern with people, but just respectful to people. But in the emergency situation,
Oh, we lost her again. Yeah, definitely. Like you just you know the difference. You can definitely tell. It just depends, profession wise, maybe or maybe not. But uh, definitely.
so definitely, how there's times to be stern, but you don't have to be a jerk about it, right?
Yeah. I
Um,
guess
and
so. I mean, I
and the
just
times that
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, even in emergent situations, you need to be stern and like authoritative, but those should be more rare instances, and not be like always talking down to somebody. Um, Ken says an employee or manager has specific jobs. Fall in line or apply for the other. Teamwork gets your team first. Yes, and I mean if you treat your team for you, who treat the employees jerks to their employees and talk down to them like they don't know how to do anything.
Well, yeah, you're right. I think uh,
Balancing act.
it's totally. I mean, at the end of the day, I truly feel like it comes back to you personally, and you got to know the difference between somebody whenever they're attacking you and whenever they're just. I mean, it's just how it is. I mean, I get a bad rap as somebody who people think I'm a jerk because I'm too forward with the way that I am. And honestly, I mean, it's just I don't have any filter for you. I just give you how it is, and if you don't like it, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way I do my thing. You don't want to be like that, don't be like that. That's
No,
just it's just how it
no,
is.
um, no, and being forward is different than being a jerk. There's a fine line between. There's a difference between that,
Well, maybe
and
I just don't know that
and I
fine
think what
line. I guess I might be a jerk. I just don't know that line.
no, I bet you're fine. TSM says positive vibes for a great podcast. Oh, thank you, TSM. Yeah, we'll be getting on your channel here in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead. We can
So,
close her down. I appreciate tonight. It was a good day. I hope you guys had a good one yourselves. Support your small business and uh, you know, have a good time, man. It's a short ride.
uh, yeah, thank you so much, Blake. Had fun tonight, and we'll see you all next week, 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, and it'll be Blake's birthday. Have a
Everybody
great.
better come in with a happy birthday.
So everybody, come in with the
Woohoo!
birthday vibes. Have a great night,
Hell
everybody.
yeah. I'll drop my Cash App in the link.
Sounds good. Bye, Blake.
All right, bye guys.